Last time I talked a little bit about could you sit down, please? Thank you. So last time I talked about the self-centered attitude a little bit, and we talked about the importance of identifying it when it's active in the mind. At least in my mind, it's quite pervasive, so it's really helpful to identify when it's kind of running the show. And so it's really when I have a lot of self-concern and I'm not thinking of others at all. It's really all about me. So that's kind of the flavor of the mind. And so then after we identify it, then how do we work with it? So one of the ways is because the self-centered attitude, when that's active in the mind, then what follows is all the afflictions. So anger, attachment, jealousy, pride, all of these. So you can apply the specific antidote to each of these afflictions, which is one method to work with. But there's another thought training method that's quite powerful, actually. And before you do it, you have to be really clear about separating yourself from the self-centered attitude. So this is just an attitude in the mind. It is not us. We are not our self-centered attitude. And it's really important to make the separation between those two. The self-centered attitude is just a habitual way of thinking. It is not inherently inside of us all the time. So because of that, of course, we can transform it. And so when we are engaged in communication with somebody and they're criticizing us, they're angry with us, at that moment, one of the methods that you can use is to think in your mind, this is all because of the self-centered attitude. It is what is causing all this misery for me. And so all of the energy that's coming at you in that moment, the anger or the criticism, you can turn that energy really toward the self-centered attitude and just blast it away. Just blast it away. And by doing that, then your experience is quite different when you're getting criticized, or somebody was angry and really speaking harshly or whatever. But again, it's so important that we first make the separation, the distinction between oneself and the self-centered attitude. If you don't do that, oftentimes, especially here in the West, what we end up doing is really hating ourselves and get really harsh to ourselves, and that's not helpful at all, of course. So you have to make the separation first, and then you can try this method, and it's quite powerful, actually. It really works well. So I invite you next time somebody is criticizing you, and when someone criticizes, you can feel that self-centered attitude rising. You want to justify it, you want to say they're not right, and why are you doing this to me, and go off on that tangent. Instead, you just work internally with your mind and saying, the reason that this is happening right now is the self-centered attitude. So let me get all that negative energy, all that big angry energy toward the self-centered attitude, blast it away. And then try that and see then what your experience is next time.